Hey, welcome back everybody to another episode here with Hustle Buddies. I'm Nate, where I share the different side hustles that I'm doing, and I try to share tools, tips, and advice to help you follow in my footsteps and let's make some money together. Now, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about the Amazon Influencer Program and specifically about how to get your first 3 videos approved. Now, I did a video a week or 2 ago about how to initially get accepted into the program. You can use TikTok and get accepted. Now, after you get accepted, there's a second hoop that they will often make you jump through, and that is you have to post 3 videos and get them approved. Now, this is a little bit of a weird gray area because Amazon is Amazon. Some accounts don't have to do this at all. Some accounts will have a big red border that says you got to do this. Some accounts will have a little blue thing that says you're under review. Some accounts will have to do this, but there won't be any indication on any of their screens that they do have to do it. So every account's going to be a little bit different. I recommend that everyone just post your 3 videos. You can by all means keep recording other stuff in the background, but post 3 videos and then just wait a couple days. Go into your account, log into, I'll put some links down below, but you can also Google how to access the Creator Hub on a desktop computer. Look at that, see if you can find your storefront, see if you can see the videos that are live. You can even ask support. You can open up a little ticket with them hey, am I through? Did my first 3 pass? Whatever else. Usually you will get an email if they've failed, and they will tell you sort of why it failed. It can be a little bit vague, but sometimes you can get a little bit of an idea. But I'm going to talk about the 5 reasons why I think things often fail. Now, I'm not just speaking on this from research knowledge. I have firsthand experience. I have failed this, I believe, 5 times. Okay. Now, for those of you in the know, they only give you 3 chances before that account is just kicked back out, and they're like, nope, you got to go back to the start and try again. And so you got to make a new TikTok, do the whole thing all over again, get reaccepted initially, and then get reaccepted with your 3 videos. I've done this multiple times, and I've made a number of mistakes, and so I feel like I can speak a little bit about some of those mistakes, okay? So the first biggest mistake right there, if you can read that, it is the Amazon with the Amazon logo. If you have Amazon boxes or packages or anything like that in the background, in your name, anywhere, even let's say you got accepted with TikTok. If your TikTok is Amazon reviewer, you're going to get flagged. If somehow you made it through the first time, you're going to get flagged if you have Amazon in your name in your account. Okay, so don't have Amazon boxes, don't have Amazon logos, nothing in the background like that for Amazon. Make sure that there is a distinction between who you are and who Amazon is, because Amazon does not want to be affiliated with you by any means. Okay, so that's the first big reason. Next big reason is UPCs showing, or any type of barcode. This could even be let's say you have a box. Let me grab a box here. Ooh, that one's way too heavy. Let me grab one of these. Okay. Let's say you're doing an unboxing, and you're like, hey, look, I've got this box. Now, you guys, you can't really read anything that's on this box, but Amazon doesn't know that. And technically, my shipping address just flashed across the screen, as well as the UPS tracking info and all that stuff. So that is a barcode that could theoretically be scanned, and Amazon does not want that, okay? So they're going to flag that. Just the AI will automatically flag it if there is a barcode like that. You could be talking about a product. Maybe one of your first 3 videos you're doing it on this magnesium, and you're talking about it, and you're like, oh, I love this so much. It's so great, and look at what the ingredients are, and boom, right there, UPC, instantly AI will see that and will flag it and deny it. Okay, and you have to get all 3 of these videos approved before your store is live and you can start making commissions. Okay, so the next big thing is the UPC. Now, going along with this magnesium, the next big mistake that people make are their specific words. Okay, there's some no-no words. All right, obviously don't say the F word on camera because that's crazy. But let's say you're talking about health supplements, which, side note, I don't recommend doing health supplements for your first 3 videos. After that, by all means, still stay away from some of these keywords, but for your first 3, don't mess with this stuff, okay? Because if you try to say this will heal blah blah blah, or this will cure blah blah blah, if you have a cold, you need this because this will make you feel better. You can't say that because you're guaranteeing medicinal facts that aren't approved by the FDA. And even if they were approved, you aren't the FDA, and Amazon can't do all the vetting, so they just don't want any claims like that at all. okay? You can't say things like, oh, this cures your thyroid cancer, like whatever. Like, you can't say things like that. Even things like, oh, these socks are antimicrobial or they're antibacterial, like that's sort of a medicinal claim. I know it's silly, but in the eyes of AI, that's sort of a medicinal claim. So you can't do that. So stay away from words like microbial, antivirus. Stay away from claims like what this will do for you, what it will heal. Like, oh, this will heal your acne. Like, don't say things like that. Okay. The next, right there, your face. All right. There's a lot of scammers out there. There's a lot of people who are trying to get in just like using AI, and some slip through the cracks. They usually get banned pretty quickly. But in a world that is just so heavily dominated by virtual assistants, by scammers, and by AI, show your face, okay? Show Amazon that you are human. If you're doing this, maybe this is a bad example because you probably shouldn't do health food stuff. Maybe, how about a chia pet, all right? You're doing this chia pet, instead of just showing the chia pet and like your head's way over there or something like that, and you're not in it at all, show yourself, okay? Demonstrate the product. I don't recommend doing like box openings for your first 3. After that, by all means, but for your first 3, demonstrate the product. Like, if you're doing this Willie Nelson chia pet, get the chia seeds, get the water, show people what it looks like, talk about like, oh, here's how much it weighs, like here's the size next to my head, for example. I'm gonna take the chia seeds and this is how you do it, and here's some recommendations. Like, don't make it too wet because then your seeds are gonna run down. Make sure everything's nice and dry. Put it in a drip thing because you don't want this to drip all over your table. For me, it only took X amount of time. Like, it only took 1 week and then it was like whatever else. Do a good demonstration. I would keep the length at about a minute. But yeah, I do recommend that you show your face, okay? And the last tip that I have that I've gotten denied for is quality, okay? Now, you don't need a fancy camera. Now, here on YouTube, sure, I've got my fancy camera up there. But when I am doing my regular videos, like, I'm just using my phone, okay? It's just a simple phone. Nothing fancy about it. It's not even a brand new one. It's like a 3-year-old model or 4-year-old model, okay? So that's what I use. If they deny you for quality, it could be a couple things that have to do with this quality, because they're looking for like lighting quality and sound quality and like the video quality. If you're having trouble with the actual video quality, what I recommend, instead of using the like front facing part of this, turn your phone around and use the camera on the back, because it's going to have a much higher resolution. Again, just for these first 3. After the first 3 are done, do whatever the heck you want, because none of these things matter. But for these first 3, you really want to make them really nice. So you can use the back of your camera. That'll have a higher resolution. You can, lighting is often a big issue, both for obviously like you want good lighting, but also it affects the quality directly, because if you have lower lighting, then your phone or your camera tries to compensate for that, and it does all these techie camera things. If you guys are photographers, it'll raise like your ISO, and things like that. But basically, it makes the quality worse in order to make you brighter. You don't want your phone or your camera to compensate for the lack of light. So you want to have a nice big sun. You don't need studio lighting. Like, I've got this here because I do YouTube videos all the time. But for my first 3 videos, I actually didn't even use this setup. I just stood next to a really bright window. We had a kitchen counter, and we've got a nice big kitchen window. So I had stuff like on the kitchen counter, and I was talking about it right there on the counter with the nice big window. Don't shoot into the window, because then it's going to be all backlit. You're going to be all dark. Behind you is going to be all light. But have the window sort of like next to you or in front of you, so that the light is kind of bouncing in either like at a side or at sort of like an angle to you. So that's my recommendation for lighting. Sound quality usually isn't a big issue. I mean, if you've got a bunch of young kids like us, just wait for nap time, so it's not it doesn't sound like a zoo all around you. But yeah, those are the biggest reasons why people get denied. That's my recommendations. Keep the video. Again, show your face. Make it about 60 seconds. Avoid products like health food stuff. Keep things more simple. Maybe some toys, things like that. If you get denied, try again. It's okay. You can get through it. And maybe it's just Amazon being Amazon, and maybe you did nothing wrong and you just got to try again. Okay. So it's okay. It happens to the best of us. You will make it through it. And even if you don't, if you try 3 times and you still get kicked out, it is, again, watch my video from a week ago. It's so easy to try this whole process again. Okay, so don't give up. You will get in. And then once you're in, you can forget all about this because none of these rules matter. You can show barcodes during videos. You can do unboxing videos where you're opening up the Amazon box, and that doesn't matter. But these first 3 videos, they don't like it. All right. If you guys have any other questions about the Amazon Influence Program, you can drop them down in the comment section below. Now, I am actually helping out with an Amazon Influence Program challenge. So this is going to be a 3-day event, and then it will follow up with about a year's worth of ongoing weekly mentorship sessions. So really cool stuff. It is happening this week. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of this week. I'm going to put this video out. Today is Monday, so it'll either be Monday or Tuesday when this gets released. If you want to sign up for that, I'll put a link down below, or you can go to the AIPchallenge.com. Okay, so check that out. Really good stuff. It's going to take people who are sort of just starting, and we're really going to cut through a lot of that intro wasted time of you trying to figure things out, and we're really going to get people on the track of, all right, let's start making $1,000 a month. Okay, let's skip all this early stuff and let's get right to making decent money. Okay, I feel like anyone anywhere can make $1,000 a month through this program. I think it's relatively simple, but sometimes you need just a little bit of help getting from here to there. And that's what we're here for. All right, if you got any questions, drop them down in the comment section. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Have fun. Go make some money.